Yes, come in. Come in, come in.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
You're comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm SAMIKSHA Dwivedi. I belong to Madhya Pradesh, Indore. I have done my BTech in CSE from SRM University, Chennai, post which I was placed in Verizon Data Services in Hyderabad. I have done, further I did my MBA from IIT Kanpur, and after that I started my civil services preparation, and presently I am employed as a probationary officer in Canara Bank. In my free time, I like to read books and watch documentaries related to finance and economy, and also reflective diary writing.
Okay. How come you chose SRM University in Kanchipuram? Just through some common examination or something?
So I gave SRM EEE for that, for getting college in Katankulathu. It is the best in the SRM's subsidiaries.
Okay. Your father is executive engineer in MP Pollution Control Board.
Yes, sir.
What will be your solution to the pollution issue in Delhi? You must be reading about pollution in Delhi.
Yes, sir. So, Delhi is one of the most polluted capitals of the world, and I would suggest first of all improvement in the monitoring process, because if we are able to accurately calculate the pollution, that would be the first thing for evidence-based policy making. Secondly, I would suggest bureaucratic responsibility, because presently the responsibility is divided among state governments and also among the commission of CAQM. So basically there should be a decisive responsibility. Thirdly, I would suggest the electrification of the private vehicle fleet and improvement in public transportation system also.
Okay. Can the history be rewritten? Because they say history is nothing but what the ruler says it is. Mughal emperor, so whoever the historian at that time, well, he has to please the emperor, so he writes accordingly. Can it be rewritten?
So, rewriting of history depends on the discovery of new sources and information. And first of all, history is a subjective subject. So, it is dependent on interpretation of different historians. So, as new information, sources and the evidences come up, it can be rewritten. However, it should not be driven by any ideology or biasness.
So it should be based on facts.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what. These days, NCERT, who decides the syllabus of the school like education, they are trying to rationalize history syllabus, and in the process they are reducing certain parts and adding certain parts. Are you aware what they are doing?
Yes, sir. As per my knowledge, they have shortened certain portions, for example, related to Mughal history. They have also, based on new researches, they have also improved information of certain sections like Harappa civilization and Aryan civilization also.
And what they have added?
For Harappa and Aryan, they are tilting more towards the indigenous nature of the civilization based on the new information.
Like?
In new information, there has been some discovery of skeletons in Rakhigadi and Sinor. So the skeletons, first of all, they do not have any foreign gene. evidence of foreign gene has not been found. And secondly, the skeletons in both of these locations, they have genetic connection. And Sinor is known for Aryan civilization. So based on these connections, they are highlighting that possibly Aryans were also indigenous.
There is no Aryan invasion.
Yes, sir, that's what they are
Okay.
highlighting.
Actually, you answered my second question I was going to ask. Anyway, they have included Ahoms in Assam and Cholas and Chalukyas in the south. Yeah. Okay. IFS is your second preference.
Yes, sir.
Tell me any positive development favoring India in Bangladesh?
So in recent past, there have been issues in the relationship, especially with the
Forget about the problems. I am saying positive developments. Has there been any positive development?
So I'll have to read more on that.
Read more on that. Okay, no problem. Okay. Have you heard of G2?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So it is a suggestion given by Mr. Donald Trump to create a discussion platform with China, which are the two, which according to him are two main competitors in the global platform and strongest economies and power players.
Has it been launched or just been discussed? And what has been China's response?
So as per my knowledge, it has not been launched as of now.
You are right.
So China's response, I will have to read more on this.
It's lukewarm at the moment. Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. What is this Prime Minister welfare scheme called PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana? Muft Bijli Yojana.
So, PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana aims to increase the rooftop solar installations and solar capacity in the country by capitalizing on the rooftops of the houses.
You are an engineer too. How much subsidy they will give per kilowatt?
So, I'm not able to recall the exact number.
For maximum, how many kilowatt they will give subsidy? One, it is 30 kilowatt, 30,000 for 390, but some deductions are there. It comes to 78,000.
Yes, sir.
What is the achievement till now? What is the achievement till now? How many such units have been installed till now, late 2025?
So I will have to check the
Which
exact
document
number.
you will see to see the performance of the government?
So I will refer to Press Information Bureau.
Press Information Bureau, you can't find out on that. Something called outcome budget, okay? That gives how much money. That's the only document which connects financial allocations with physical parameters, physical achievements, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we move further. You are from Indore.
Yes, sir.
There was some problem there with the water over there.
Yes, sir.
Which bacteria was found which has created so much problems?
So I have to read more on
You
this.
heard of something called E. coli?
Yes, sir.
That was the bacteria. There was others also, but this was the main bacteria which created the problem.
Yes, sir.
Is bacteria a living organism or not? Of course, you are an engineer, but you should know about these things. It's living.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Singular cellular. My second last quick question to you. You have done MBA also.
Yes, sir.
Now, finance economics. Land in a balance sheet, of course it is prepared by the chartered accountant, you only read it. Land is never appreciated or depreciated. But at some instances, during the life of the organization, it is appreciated and depreciated. What is those situations?
So I'll have to read more on this. Sorry,
When they
sir.
go public, then they revalue their land to make their balance sheet look better. Okay? So that are the times. But the profits you get cannot offset the losses, if any. It goes into reserves and surplus entry. My last question to you. If you were the advisor to the Honorable President of other dignitaries, we should address as Honorable, President at least, to President Trump. If you were the advisor to him, now his problem with Colombia is 80% of the drugs come from Colombia. He doesn't want to take his illegal immigrants back. Sometimes they say, now they are of course running across to him. Should he also meet the same fate as has been done to the president of Venezuela?
So what USA did to Venezuela was a gross violation of Article 2 of UN Charter. So as an advisor,
You see, he says this man is sending drugs. He is only making use of nitty-gritties of law. The people who are behind bar there, they say drugs was belonging to Nicolas Maduro. All evidences are there. In any case, he is accused there. Once it is accused, then we don't have to take permission of UN or follow any. Only we inform that country consular office that we have arrested this man. So he had no choice. Did he have any choice? He was going on doing it and trying to take protection of this article, whatever you are saying.
yes sir, but as per rules-based order, a sovereign country cannot be invaded into and the leader cannot be arrested. So as the advisor,
So even for Colombia, it should not be done.
yes sir.
I agree with you. It breaks the whole structure of the world. Right,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir. Samiksha, so you are a polyglot. You learn many languages. So apart from Madhya Pradesh, you are in UP, then Tamil Nadu, then Andhra Pradesh. Now you are in Maharashtra. So you are a true pan-Indian. MP, Northern, Central, then, so okay. Have you learned any languages, Southern Indian languages? Hyderabad, you are there for 3 years. Tamil Nadu for 4 years. And you are aspiring to become a holiday service officer.
Yes, sir.
Learn something.
So most of my communication was done in English. During my time in Tamil Nadu, I tried to pick up some local language so I could communicate with the localites, like hiring an auto or purchasing, but I
So-
was not able to pick it up
Fluently, okay. So
fluently.
work-based knowledge you are having.
Yes, sir.
Good. Same thing with Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad.
So Hyderabad mainly they spoke in Hindi,
Okay.
so it was not required as such.
Only Tamil Nadu you face some problem.
Yes, sir, because they mainly talk in Tamil there. In other states, working
Did you
Hindi
support
knowledge
this
is-
language formula adopted by Tamil Nadu?
So Tamil Nadu's main issue is against 3 language formula. They want to continue with 2 languages. So in my opinion, they should be 3 languages, because as India is developing, and a lot of labor would be going to South India because of the aging crisis, and so they should be developing a 3 language formula. However, it should be based on consultation, and there should be a trust based discussion, so that they do not feel that their culture is being diluted.
Okay. So your father posted with the MP Pollution Control Board. What is the mandate of this pollution control boards?
So So their mandate is to reduce the pollution in air, water, and noise, and and implement the provisions of the acts like Water Act.
the Bhopal gas tragedy happens because of lack of some control by these PCBs.
So there was definitely a regulatory
That point of
gap.
time, PCBs were there.
Yes, sir.
So PCBs constituted as per which act?
So their clause was based on Water and Air Act at that time, and they did not have power to shut down any industry or to.
Okay, last question, got it. So now 350 metric ton of the toxic waste still in the Union Carbide factory, or they are removed?
So they have removed it, and it is presently with Ramki in the facility of Ramki, now known as Resustainability Limited, and they are processing it.
Where it is close to your hometown?
Yes, sir.
There is
it's
a lot
in
of
the-
local apprehension about the safety disposal. Did you support the government policy?
So, as per my knowledge, the government has taken all the necessary initiatives in order to address the polluting factor, the toxic factors. However, there should be consultation with the local people, because they would be the ones suffering if there is any leakage from the
So
facility.
local consultation was there. Without local consultation, you can't. There is a SOP guidelines were there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Samiksha, you are working in a bank.
Yes,
So after how many Narsimhan committee have been set up? Like how many recommendations have been there?
Ma'am, as per my knowledge, there were 2 Narsimhan committees.
Okay, and okay, forget these committees. Tell me, should consolidation of banks be done? Still, we are not having an international player, right? Even the State Bank of India, which is a leader, is not having that much of a pan-global presence as it should. So, do you think it's high time we need to consolidate our banking sector, and more mergers and acquisitions should be done?
Ma'am, based on my knowledge, there have been talks about merger, and as you have rightly pointed out, we need big banks as India progresses towards $30 trillion economy. In order to address the capital needs of the private sector and to develop our economy, we do need big banks. However, the concerns related to the NPAs and concerns related to the redundancy, because we already have certain alternate agencies like NAPFID to address these capital issues. So we should not compromise with the welfare orientation of the banks. And as there was a strategic policy also that for strategic disinvestment, we will maintain some presence in the strategic sectors like bank. So yes, there could be reduction in redundancy, but it should not compromise with the core idea of public sector banks.
Okay, rupee breach 90. What are the reasons?
Ma'am, main reasons for rupees breach are first of all the foreign capital outflows and global uncertainty. Secondly, RBI also, its main focus was managing volatility, not controlling the currency. So at that time, that's why rupee breach.
Tell me, economy is said to be in Goldilocks zone. So why is the capital flowing out of the country?
Ma'am, it's mainly because of the global uncertainty and geopolitical crisis, because there is an idea among the investors that Indian corporates may not be able to deliver as much as
Anything
promised.
else?
And ma'am, I'll have to think more on this. Sorry.
How are the bond rates in US?
Ma'am, bond rates.
Have they increased? Have they decreased? Are you aware?
Yes, ma'am. They have. The rates were cut in the last Fed meeting.
Okay. Now, Samiksha, let's say tomorrow you're posted as a DC of Indore, right? And you have to work towards women empowerment. What 3 things would you do in that regard, other than awareness?
Ma'am, first of all, I would focus on education because promoting portals like Punk, which is present in MP, and Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Yojana, because that would make them empowered. Secondly, I would focus on SHGs because they provide economic empowerment to women. And thirdly, I would also focus on improving their political participation because it will provide them.
How are you going to improve political participation?
Ma'am, I would ensure that first of all at Gram Sabha level, the women that first of all women's participation as voters should increase. Secondly, if they are going for leadership roles,
Let's say how you're going to counter the proxy sarpanch pati system. 3 things quickly.
Ma'am, first of all, I would go for auditing of the leadership, whether the decisions are being taken by.
How are you going to do that?
Ma'am, consistent interaction with the leadership.
Next.
Leadership, and secondly, I would be in constant communication with the secretaries there about how the operations are being done, who is taking the who is taking the decisions.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Still missing very crucial points. Okay, thank you. So,
thank you, ma'am.
And now your formal interview is over. Please wait outside.
Yes.
We'll have a small session on feedback.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Date of interview?
So 6th Feb.
Fifth.
6th.